See how this one resonates. Oh, and this message is actually, this is a message which is there will be energy, Kathy, to help you take a stand about something important in your life. Apparently, others are going to have very strong opinions about what you should be doing. And the word should, you be careful of that, because when people think what we should be doing, invariably it's incorrect. So what you should be doing or how you should be doing it, the only person who knows that is you. And you will be given the strength to stand up when others are interfering. So apparently you're going to get some interference in your life shortly. I would bet you between now and February. And as they interfere, there really is a law, non-interference. It's a spiritual law. So this is actually called a dragon energy that's going to come forth to help you stand firm for what not only you believe is right, but for you standing firm inside yourself. So you may not have to say much, although it does seem that there will be a little dragon fire, perhaps breathed on your part to get your point across. And I'm to tell you not to worry. It will be okay, even if the dragon fire has to be fired up, because you're stepping apparently into a vortex where the most important thing is that you claim your power and your right, your divine right, really, to live your life as you know that is best for you. Most of us, we can be easily swayed by what we think someone else believes is best for us. Invariably, it's not correct.
So, well, this kind of a couple of things that I've been thinking about. This sort of resonates with. So, to be continued then. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. So thank you. I'm glad. I will remember that when I'm.
Yeah, that's kind of a part two to whatever they're going to be saying whenever you open your card.
I know, absolutely, and I'm also very much looking forward because, I very much enjoy gifting myself in the new year, in the beginning of the year, a consultation. So, I'm very excited that you are offering all these things, and I'm actually really excited to go back on your website and see your new book. So, thank you. I'm very happy that I get to be with you, even though you're not here in New Jersey, in that way with us anymore very often. I love that we get to, be part of what you're doing and hear you on the radio every week. So thank you, and have a really good holiday.
Thank you. You too, Kathy, and much love to you and the tribe.
Thank you so much. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Now, here was a brave soul, and I know that it's difficult when you're not used to calling in, but there really was an important message for Kathy. And perhaps today you will be brave enough to think, maybe I could just have a little message. You don't have to say much. You could just call in and go, message, please. That's all we need. And if you want to do that, it's 321. This is the number to call, 321-806-3159. So in the meantime, between now and when you're calling in, I'm going to just keep giving you information about the cosmic calendar right now. But when you're ready, give a call. So tomorrow is the darkest and the shortest day, which is why everyone is encouraged to conserve their energy, reflect, and rest. But the Chinese actually, in their system, and it's a very ancient system, and I've really cultivated a great respect for the system. I guess perhaps it simply lasted so long, and it's so filled with valuable information. So what they say about today is today actually has a name to it, and it's L-I-R-I. I would think it's pronounced Leary, at least in our culture. And on a Leary day, it's always the day prior to the solstice or the equinox. And once again, they encourage you not really to step forward into a new project. For example, if someone asked me, should they get married today or open a business or, something of that caliber, I really would discourage them from that. That being said, if they can't hear me, which I've learned a lot of people, it's not so much they can't, but their belief system is still not particularly heightened. So there will be a pushing against, I don't care what she said, I'm going to do it anyway. And in that case, it's the frequency that the person needs. Maybe they needed a little bit of a bumpy ride. They needed to experience whatever it is that life is going to give them through an energy field that's probably a little less than strong and go forward and optimistic. People, if you just equate it to you want to jump in the river for a lovely, refreshing swim, you're not going to jump in from a high cliff when the tide is out. It doesn't make any sense. Not only will you get hurt, possibly you could get killed. Well, that's really the readout of energy with all the different disciplines that I do. It's trying to discern what's the greatest float of energy. Birds use it. They actually float on a current. If we could kind of go back into nature and look at the animal kingdom, they know when to pounce intuitively, instinctively, and we've lost it. It's fast going downhill because we're too plugged in electronically. So the more electronics are in your life and ruling your life, the more challenging it is to pay attention to the flow of energy so that you're actually in the perfect timing for whatever it is you want. So with this winter solstice, many cultures actually do a lot of rituals to honor this kind of day. And if that's your cup of tea, have a great time at it. Because it's believed that there are portals which open tomorrow. Quite frankly, I believe you are a portal, and as you learn to just recognize your own portability, if you will, you're in the flow at all times. So taking advantage of this almost becomes a moot point after a while. But if it's yours to do right now, if this helps your heart expand, if it helps you stay calm, again, do your thing, because that's right for you at this time. So the idea tomorrow is be relaxed, meditate if you want to, set some intentions if you feel like it. It's a good intention-setting day. And kind of connect with the chakras. Some teachers tell you that they shut down. I kind of doubt that. I don't know that you can actually shut a chakra down. It doesn't make sense to me intellectually. How can we dare suppose we could tamper with a system of energy? I mean, maybe when you die, I guess I'm not even sure it shuts down when you die, quite frankly, because you take yourself with you. If you go to California, you take yourself with you. When your body lightens up, you take yourself with you. So it's up to you. There's many, many rituals on the internet right now that you could have a good time with for tomorrow. All you have to do is Google winter solstice and you will get a whole host of different ideas. And people have solstice parties. If that's your thing, go for it. Whatever you want, it's okay. Today, interestingly, the 20th, whenever you see a 20, the 10, the 20, the 30, there's always an influx of light on any of those kinds of days. In the galactic calendar today, there is actually a galactic activation portal, which is very accessible. And this accessibility actually has to do with bridging world peace. It's a world peace kind of day, but don't go looking for world peace if you have not found it in yourself, because actually there's nothing outside of you. So find it first there, but it is a powerful activation portal. I love the portals. I love all portals, just because it feels expansive to me. So there's opportunity today for expansion. Oddly, you see, here's almost a paradox. One side of the coin is saying, conserve your energy, and the other is, oh, but there's opportunity, and there's equalization. And the opportunity for today actually is about revelation. What's your body saying to you today? You know, if you have a little pain or a boo-boo, what's it saying? And if you'll listen, really listen, you can actually get into what they call more of an organic balance between life and death. Because it's that too is one and the same thing. Death is the process of life. So it's a day for a sense of inner balance, a sense of the inevitability of conclusions. Conclusions and loss seem to humble all of us. So it's a conclusion, but it's a birthing almost simultaneously, which is what a 0, a 10, a 20, a 30 does. It makes the spirit more aware of there's the beginning of a cycle and the end of a cycle, and the opportunity that speaks of actually learning to go beyond your physical body. So in this expansiveness, a lot can be revealed. For those of you who are up to the idea of it, imagine going beyond the boundaries of your physical temple. It seems at times so constrictive and so limiting and so full of boundaries. Well, take a look at your boundaries. What boundaries have you put upon yourself? Most of your boundaries actually have been in place because of other people. Parenting, teachers, spouses even friendships. Friendships can put boundaries on you. And those are so subtle, sometimes you miss it because, oh, they've been a friend for a long time and I want that friendship. Well, sometimes consider the cost of the boundary. Boundary can be very, very expensive if you allow it. So between today and tomorrow, ask yourself once again, what can you let go of? What has ended to make way for this brand new cycle? And it is one of expansiveness. I could feel it. And I'd like you to be able to tune in to that same amazing sense of expansiveness and fly with it, fly on the current of it. You know, you're only wearing a body. It's the least of you. Some people invest a whole lot in their body. Remember, it really, really is the least of you. What you can't see of you is the best of you and the largest of you and the part of you worth cultivating. You know, people are happy to tell me they spend 4 hours in the gym. And I'm like, whoa, why don't you spend that much time on cultivating the part of you can't see? Now that's something to talk about. Because I don't care how much you work on your body. There will come a time, there will come a cycle where that svelte, whatever you were, it simply won't maintain itself. It's your obligation to take good care of the temple because of what resides in it. But boy, what resides in it is really worth looking at. Okay, for those of you who want an angel message, 321-806-3159. Call in. Angel messages are here waiting for you.